Good evening and welcome to Topic Change, the only podcast that's non-refundable. As always, I'm your host, Red.
I'm your co-host, Nicole.
And, it's been a little while.
It's been quite a while. I'm a whole year older now.
We're just gonna kind of jump in.
Go with the flow.
We have
There's a lot that
has happened, but there's also a lot that's happened specifically
recently.
Right now, recently. Yeah. Depending on what, when
you're watching this.
When you're watching this and also, what you're interested in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It depends.
It depends a lot on what your interests are, and hopefully, if you're watching this, they coincide with our interests. So let's start with the most recent drama, as they call it. The drama. There's an alert. There's drama coming. It's what's it called?
Keemstar.
Yeah, YouTube drama.
Keemstar. Leafy is here.
Yeah, so let's start from let's roll it back a little bit for those who are uninformed.
I'm also uninformed.
So
let's
start. So Leafy is here. He used to be a popular YouTuber. This is back in the golden age where everyone bullied everyone, and it was just like chaos. This was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2016. A lot of people are calling it this year 2016 too. Because of the YouTube drama that's been going on?
Well, I feel like 2019 was more 2016 too, if we're being honest.
Well, Leafy wasn't here.
Yeah, but...
Specifically in the YouTube scene is what I mean to say.
I guess.
So, I'm not going to go all the way back, or just making reference to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got kicked out, and then, he got bullied off the platform. The bully got bullied.
Yeah.
But then he came back after iDubbbz had his whole scenario, which we're not going to talk about. That's like months old news at this point.
Yeah.
But he's dumb or something. I don't know. Who cares? He's cool or he's dumb, whatever you decide is what I just said, okay?
It's like redacted.
It's like, like when you're playing like a RPG.
iDubbbz
it's blank, and then you can like do up or down, and it's like the good option or the evil option. Yeah. So, yeah, Leafy came back, and he's like, he's just roasting people left and right, like doing his thing. Keemstar, he's the drama man. Nobody really, the thing is, that's really weird about Keemstar.
I've never watched a single one of his videos.
That's one thing that I was going to say. I've only ever listened to a podcast that he was a co-host on, which I don't remember the name of, but it was like three completely different genres of YouTubers were doing a podcast. I think it's called Baited or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. And it was really, I guess it's not really that relevant, I guess. It's just an interesting little factoid that I wanted to bring up is that, he's not exactly relevant anymore, I feel like. He's there, Keemstar is there, but he's just doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, he's just making drama. He's making drama, causing drama, like talking about drama, because that's how he's like the TMZ of YouTube.
Pretty much.
Nobody really cares, but when it shows up, it's like, oh, this again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're one to talk. 58
right.
subscriber, whatever. So this Keemstar guy, he's doing his thing. He hanging out with Leafy a little bit.
This Keemstar guy, as if he's like underground.
Yeah, like this little hardly known at all guy, whatever. So then this third persona, H3, Ethan Klein, this other commentary channel character, he comes in. I don't know what ignited, I should have done more research. I don't know what ignited this fire, but all I know is Keemstar, Killer Keemstar, and Ethan Klein. I don't know what his name is in real life, but whatever, who cares?
Is that not his name?
I don't know what Keemstar's name is.
Oh, Keemstar, I thought you were talking about Ethan.
Whatever. So they got into beef.
His name is Keem.
Keem.
Yeah.
Okay. So Keem and Ethan, they got into beef. There was this 40-minute exposed video where Ethan was like, yo, this guy is bad news. But the thing is, he was bringing up clips and showing footage of stuff that everybody has seen before. Like, everybody knows Keemstar's not a good guy. Nobody watches him because he's like a paragon of justice.
His real name is actually Keem. It's Daniel Keem.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Plus 1 point. We should get him on the podcast. We should delve into cause we've always wanted to get Markiplier on the podcast.
Yeah,
right? That's like the hero of YouTube. That's like the god of YouTube. Yeah. This is like the demon of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like Leafy or Keemstar would be like opposites. The evil, like the little gremlin creature that comes into your podcast and is like, hey, here's 500 subscribers that'll all like call you slurs. It's like, oh, okay, thanks, I guess. Like it's a monkey's paw kind of thing.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You're talking about Keemstar and how he...
Yeah. Okay, let me go back to it. So, yeah, they got into beef. Ethan just started bringing up, like, old stuff that everybody's already heard about. Like, Keemstar said slurs in the past. He had really big beef with people who were nice people, whatever. And people were like, okay, we've all heard about this before. Like, I don't get it. And then Ethan decided like he was like, yo, he shouldn't get sponsors. We should go after his sponsors, take his money away. Which, first of all, that's like a nasty move.
That's very wrong.
You want to do beef? That's one thing. You want to get nasty at each other? That's one thing.
Like taking your money,
taking away your revenue, because that just opens up some bit nasty stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he got his fans to like attack G Fuel, which is Keemstar's biggest sponsor. They said, "Hey, he's a bad guy. He's this. He's that. Get him off of your platform. Don't let him be sponsored anymore." They cracked them. They're a big company. What are you gonna do when thousands of people are saying, "Hey, do not let this guy be your sponsee or whatever." Mm-hmm. You're gonna say, "Okay, well, it's just some YouTube guy, whatever." So he loses G Fuel. I think he's losing Spotify too, which is pretty nasty. Pretty nasty for the boy.
Like, I mean, both of them are in the wrong, but that's horrible for both of them. I mean.
Yeah. So then after that, Keemstar's fans as far as I know, it's unprompted. We're like, oh, so you're going to do this to Keemstar? Well, guess what? Now we're going to go after your sponsor. So Ethan also got his sponsors attacked. And he lost Old Spice, his biggest sponsor, like right away. Like they just like put the cars down. They folded instantly. He got washed. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like this war that's being waged. Like, who's going to lose a sponsor next? You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know what the point of it is at this point. Like, it's just senseless
nonsense.
It almost feels like it's because of the quarantine going on.
There's nothing better to do.
Yeah, there's nothing better to do but, yell at each other and take people's money away because, how else do you hit somebody hard?
Right.
And it's just it's a little silly to me that people are going off.
It's very immature.
Very immature. Speaking of immature.
Oh. Segue?
Segue. Avatar, the last Airbender. They came back on Netflix.
A god series. It's so good.
Did we leave that too fast?
Did we?
I don't know. But I was kind of done talking about Keemstar.
I think we don't really have enough knowledge on it to continue talking about
Whatever. We said what we wanted. I said what I wanted to say.
I don't know enough about it.
I think it's silly. But it's drama, and it's fun to talk about drama, especially when you're not involved. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so Avatar: The Last Airbender, I could easily say is one of my favorite series.
It's weird, right? Because when I was younger, this show was like my least favorite show. I saw it on Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, and I at late at night, like 10 or 11, and it would be like a marathon, like season 1 marathon, and I would watch it. And I'd be like, this show is terrible. I hate it so much. I hate this stupid kid with the air tattoo. Like, why is he even in this show? And I would stop watching after like 5 minutes. Like, there was this one episode that would always play every single time the show came on. It was the one where they're in the cave or whatever, the magic tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Or secret tunnel. And I hated that episode because it was like, this is so boring, this is so stupid. Like, I hate it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I never really, I don't think, hated it. I just, whenever it would come on, I would watch it, but I wouldn't I wasn't like, a big fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But then recently, rewatching it, I actually thought it was very good.
It was
like, good. Near the end of its runtime, I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Like, I think because I was a dumb child, baby-brained.
Yeah.
The reason I liked it was because there was like a lot of fights happening that were really big and powerful. And it was like, like Zuko's doing this really cool move where he was like shooting a big, huge like fireball. It's like, Kamehameha. Like, whoa. I don't know if that was actually my reason. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like what could make it that I wanted to watch the show. But it came out like 12 years ago, so I don't remember.
Right.
So, but yeah, then we rewatched it just now when it came out on Netflix, and we didn't use anything else to watch Avatar.
Yeah.
We just watched it on Netflix.
We definitely didn't watch it right before it came on Netflix.
Yeah. So. And it's a good show.
It's fantastic.
It's really good. It's like the Harry Potter of cartoons.
It really is.
It's very just like an easy to get into show. It has a lot of secret depth and nuance, and a lot of really cool character moments. Who's your favorite character?
I feel like Sokka is one of my favorite characters. I feel like he is kind of the GOAT. He carries the show.
Okay, what makes you say that? Like,
his back is broken from
carrying
the weight of the show.
Damn, bro. Now, see, I'm gonna say the opposite, bro. I'm gonna say like Toph is easily the best. Like, it's like
I think they all have very good attributes, and they're all very good. Like, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No,
They're all both.
They're all both. Only these two characters are good. The rest are like whatever.
No, every character has their own
merits,
weight to the show.
Right. Like, I don't think the show would be as good if any of them were missing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like it's such a simple formula. It's just like, these kids are going on an adventure, and they learn about the world. But like the little things where it's like, they just talk about stuff that it's like no kid show would really. They explain stuff in a way that's like, oh, kids can get it, but then like if you're watching it later, it's like, oh, that's like a very surprisingly mature thing to talk about.
Right.
Like genocide.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but then they brush over it in a way that's very, like they're chill about it. You know, so they don't try to like make it a big thing. It's just like it's something that happened. We have to deal with it, which is very interesting and something that not a lot of shows would do.
Right. Why is Toph your favorite character?
I think it's because of how. I think I mentioned this to you before, but it's like she's a flat positive character.
Yeah.
Which means she doesn't change herself, but she changes the world around her. And also I think it's really cool that she's just like she's blind. It's just like that's just part of her character, but it's not like
her defining.
It doesn't
define her.
Yeah, it's almost like a booster to her because of the fact that she just happens to be an earthbender and it like helps her. Like the sonar vision thing is so cool.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a cool way to think. Bro, are you segueing into Daredevil?
A little bit.
All right, go ahead and let's.
There's nothing to segue. It's just a great show.
Oh, okay. They got canceled. It
did get canceled, and that's devastating because the last season was so good. And
you want to talk about what's your favorite character in Daredevil?
Daredevil.
Dare or Devil? So what is Daredevil about? I've never watched the show. Could you give me a rundown?
Daredevil is about a blind man who, so basically when he was 10 years old, lost his vision.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that he lost his vision, I don't want to like give too many spoilers in case someone is like,
gonna watch
it or read the comics, whatever. But the way that he lost his vision kind of gave him the ability to see without seeing.
Right.
And he's had a lot of training, and so basically he's like a vigilante in New York who goes around like stopping crime and being cool while also being blind. It's like Toph, but a man.
Bro, like a fully grown human being instead of a child. Yeah, he's great, and so is Avatar. Both of those are good shows. They're both on Netflix. If you have Netflix, go watch it. If you don't have Netflix, find
another way.
Another way, bro. Just do it, bro. No, very good shows, and Avatar is getting a live action remake.
Which I really hope is good because
bro, if it's good, bro,
it
you realize if it's good, like it's gonna hit like the top of the charts, bro. Because there's one thing where it's like Avatar is a cartoon, right? So half the people who could be really into it and are gonna watch it are like, well, it's for children because it's a cartoon, right? That's like the one problem. And the other problem is the first live action one did so poorly. So the people who there's the other side where it's like, whoa, the live action version is gonna suck. But if both sides get what they want, and it's like a good show, then I think Avatar is gonna become like a huge franchise.
I'm still gonna support it. I don't know.
Either way, bro. Well, if it's not good,
I am for sure.
If it ain't good,
supporting is watching.
Nah, I ain't gonna watch it if it ain't good.
How you gonna know?
Speaking of supporting, I really just wanted to talk about the channel itself for a second, like.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because over the last couple like weeks, maybe last month or so, we've gotten a couple new subscribers, which I thought was really cool, and it's all because of that. Mostly because like I'll see every once in a while. I'll check now actually. The Resident Evil video I posted like last year, just like randomly will get like a couple hundred views every like week or so, or like right now it's up to like almost 3,000. Let me check. You hear me clicking, bro.
I think that those videos are kind of bringing in more subscribers and viewers in general, more so than the podcast itself.
Well, obviously, because the podcast is for people who already are subscribed, right?
Right.
But they're not. Nobody's gonna
like just find a random podcast.
Swatch in like okay, so yeah, we're at almost 3,000 views, like it's 40 away, and that's really really crazy to me. Like, cause I made the video figuring like, oh man, like 500 subscribers, or 500 viewers, like. Easy money, bro. Like 500 views and then we're done. Like that's it. That's like 5 times that.
Exactly.
So it's I've been trying to work on more videos. It's a little slow, but I think they're coming out good. So like whoever cared about that specific video, like I'm working hard on the next couple. I'm gonna do a couple more Resident Evil ones. So not like specifically because like I want it to be a Resident Evil channel, but like those are the games that I'm like the most into right now, but especially because
Resident
Evil 3 remake just came out like last month. So it's been on my mind a lot, and whenever it gets on my mind, I don't stop talking about it. I think the videos they'll come out hopefully before June, which is only about a week away, but Well, at least the first one will hopefully come out. I have 3 planned and then something else. But what I was trying to say was if you guys are listening and you guys were interested in the last video, I would love it if you guys could like comment like ideas or suggestions for other videos like it. Like maybe there's a certain movie that you wanted me to talk about or some TV show that you really like. And
or like, maybe music.
Or music, yeah. That'd be cool too. Like anything that comes to mind as long as I... If I
as
interact
long as
with
either
it,
of us have knowledge on it, then
or even if we don't know anything about it and we just go in blind and we vibe with it, then we can make a video about it.
That is true.
Or even if we don't, we could say why we didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
But that's what I would love, community feedback. If we have 60 people subscribed, and if even one is like, hey, dude, you should make a video about Nacho Libre, and it's like, okay, I'll try it. Like, it would be so cool.
That would actually...
Nothing. It's not like if you don't unsubscribe. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm just trying to say like it would be really cool if
You're
you
rambling. I think they get the point.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, like, yeah, basically just support us.
Support us, please.
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 We can't carry the weight of this channel alone.
Let's move on. What movies have you watched lately? I'm spending a topic token. Complete reset. What movies have you watched lately that have interested you?
Oh man, I've been watching like a lot of like TV shows. I don't think I've been watching a lot of movies. I have to think really hard. Roderick Rules.
Roderick Rules, huh? What makes you think about that?
It's something that I've watched in the last couple of months.
Oh yeah. When did you watch it?
I think like
that's
a week ago, maybe.
That's the second Wimpy Kid movie, right?
The one where they had the party and
yeah. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Would you say the one where they got the different actors was the best one or the best one? Because as we all know, that is my Roderick.
Yeah.
Not the old one.
Definitely, yeah. I've still never watched that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Me neither.
Oh, like you said, really, as if you watched it.
Because you watched Roderick Rules, I figured maybe you did a binge or something.
No, I just watched the one movie.
Fair enough. You know what I watched recently that I thought was very good?
What?
Terminator. Terminator. Oh, the original Terminator.
I don't remember it whatsoever.
Well, you suck then.
Yeah.
The first Terminator is very. I think it's the thing is with a lot of old, like horror movies especially.
Mhm.
A lot of people, well, I guess not old, but like 80s to 90s, or 70s to 90s, let's say.
Yeah.
Let's go broad here. Okay, 30 years.
I'll be honest. I think movies were better back then.
Yeah, I mean, well,
and not necessarily quality-wise, but I think they cared more about the product.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stories were pretty bland back then.
Right.
But I mean, some of the stories now are worse. So exactly. I mean, can you really? I mean, some stories are just get told at different times, and then like Princess Bride is from the 80s.
Fantastic! It is my favorite movie.
Knockout film.
Literally can't say any
a single bad thing about it.
Is better.
No, it is the God movie.
It is the God movie. I think that I've watched it like a million times and I can't get tired of it. And maybe that's because I have like some kind of weird nostalgic feeling towards it, but I can't have. There's literally nothing bad I can say about it. I mean, yeah, it's not like the best quality. Like there's a lot of ups and downs about the
visual quality.
The visual quality of it, but overall, I think it is a 10 out of 10.
The story itself is good enough that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like the first, the first Star Wars isn't that good visually now, but it pioneered a lot, and the story's decent enough. It's simple and decent, and it's a timeless story.
Yeah.
So it gets a pass because it's the first of its kind almost, in a way.
Mhm.
But yeah, so what I meant to say with the horror movie thing I was talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
Have we talked about this before?
What?
In an earlier episode? Because I was going to say, a lot of people say that the sequels of horror movies are a lot better.
I think you have talked about it before.
Have I talked about it before?
I don't know.
I don't care. Whatever. The point is, the point I was trying to make is that a lot of people will say the first is not as good, especially because back then, a lot of horror movies were really slow. Like Alien 1 is very slow.
Which we also rewatched recently.
Yeah, Alien and Aliens. We watched very recently. Alien's very slow. Terminator's decently slow. The first Friday the 13th is like a snail.
Yeah.
I think Well, Nightmare on Elm Street's pretty fast, I think. Like they get into it. In a long time. They get into it pretty quick, but like it's the scary part is because you don't know what the hell's going on. Like like they always make it a mystery. Like the killer is like a mystery. Well, I guess
like Saw.
Like Terminator, they show you the killer from the first scene.
Right.
Like the first scene is naked Arnold walking up to a guy and shivving him and stealing his clothes.
Right.
But you don't know what the hell this dude's about. That's the mystery. Yeah, is you learn slowly. Oh, he's a dude from the future. Oh, he's here to kill a specific lady. Oh, this other guy's here. Oh, he'll be back. Yeah. Oh, that's a funny meme. It's gonna be in every single Terminator until the end of time.
Everything that has to do with Mr. Arnold.
But I think there is merit in that kind of movie style where I feel like, because like Terminator 2 and Aliens specifically, they're like, all right, well, people are introduced to this story a little bit. Let's ramp it up a little bit. Like Terminator, they flipped the script. Okay, Terminator is the good guy now. And there's a different Terminator who's like a liquid boy, and he can shapeshift and he can like trick you really easily. Whereas the original Terminator is not as good as that. But see, the thing is, Terminator 1 and 2 are like the only ones that fit in the timeline at all. And the rest like make up their own stories.
I think a lot of shows do that.
Because like, okay, Terminator 1. The story is, I'll just be really fast about this. Terminator 1, the humans win the war in the future. The war is over. And as a last-ditch effort, the Terminators send one Terminator back in time with this machine that they were working on. And they try to kill Sarah Connor, the mother of the leader of the Resistance. And the humans find out about this right before they blow up the security system that destroys all the Terminators. All of Skynet is destroyed. They're like, oh, let's send one of our guys back, just one of our guys back, and have him stop the Terminator. And then they blow up the facility. Terminator 2, little did they know, Skynet sent a second Terminator. So what did they do? They also sent a Terminator. The humans also sent their own Terminator. But then it's like, in Terminator 3, it's like, guess what? We sent 3 million It's like there's this every single movie. It's like, guess what? We sent more Terminators. Guess what? There was a third time machine in this movie, and we sent 10 Terminators. And then in the next one, it's like, this is an alternate timeline where there was never a time machine, and now Skynet is GodNet, and you can't even stop us this time. And somehow they stop us this time.
Is Terminator a horror movie?
Yeah, it's more like a slasher movie, I guess. Like the same idea as like Jason and Michael Voorhees.
Sure.
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I mixed the two names up.
Did you?
Let's see. What if we just look up random questions?
I mean, we could. Question segment.
80 interesting questions to ask people in any situation.
Yeah, cool.
Posted by Haley Milliman.
Thank you, Haley Milliman.
Bro, okay. Shark diving, bungee jumping, or skydiving?
All of them.
All. Okay, dude. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, The Little Mermaid.
Which of your accomplishments are you most proud of?
What?
Which of your accomplishments are you most proud of?
None.
What's your favorite physical attribute about yourself?
None.
Shoulders. Friday night, would you rather stay in or go out?
Stay in for sure, dude. I'm a little introvert.
Wait until Sunday. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hesitated, but yes.
What piece of art?
What?
What piece of art most influenced the person you are today? Book, music, movie, etc.
Oh, probably Supernatural. Weirdly enough, even though I don't watch it anymore, you know, it had a big impact on who I am.
What emotion do you experience the most?
Depression.
What was your first impression of me?
Hatred.
Funny. Which house would you belong to in Hogwarts?
Oh, Gryffindor.
Would you rather be stuck in traffic for 3 hours or never get Chipotle again?
Why is that a question?
I don't know. Oh, dude, I need Chipotle so much, bro.
I mean, I don't think staying in traffic for 3 hours is that bad.
Wow, you would really stay in traffic for 3 hours to get Chipotle one more time?
Oh, it's to go to get Chipotle?
I don't know. It says never get Chipotle again. I don't know.
I don't care either way, so...
Pick one. Pick one
or
die.
I don't have my license yet.
Okay. If you and I were to go to jail, what would it be for?
Murder.
Gamer syndrome.
Oh.
I like that somehow was my response. Somehow to you that was you got the question wrong. What secret obsession do you have that I don't know? It's like a sleepover, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Except sleeping over at our own house that we both live in.
With 59 people?
Yeah.
How many subscribers? Yeah.
59.
Secret obsession that you don't know about?
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know.
Roblox.
Yeah. Minecraft.
What's the silliest thing you've gotten upset about?
Oh, Minecraft.
What's your favorite viral video?
Minecraft.
What's your least favorite viral video?
I mean, is it...
What, Minecraft is a viral video?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. 20 best questions to get to know your family better.
Okay.
Where was your first home? Please give me the full address and your social security number.
Okay.
What was an unusual thing your children did when they were very small?
Oh, live.
If you had an opportunity to erase the last blank years of your life and go back to age 18, would you do it? Why or why not?
Not there yet.
Erase all 17 years and go up to 18.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It's like that one Debbie Ryan movie.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
Oh yeah, 16 candles.
Yeah. This is so stupid. I love it. It's so dumb. You do for me now. 20 best book questions.
Okay, this one's not bad. What movie? Well, I'm gonna go back real quick. I messed up. Okay, what movie or book character do you most identify with?
Oh, Draco Malfoy. He's bad.
Yes. What's his name? Hero Brian.
Hero Brian. That's who you identify as.
Yeah.
Because you're mysterious and kill people.
Yeah. If you could go back to one historical event to witness it, what would it be and why?
When In-N-Out first opened.
Okay.
Because it's yummy.
What's your favorite season?
Winter.
Okay. How would you spend $1 million?
How would I spend $1 million?
Mm-hmm.
With my phone, I would touch it to the thing so I'd automatically pay.
Okay. If you could choose to remain an age forever, what age would you choose?
30.
Why?
Because it's in between super duper young and like, oh, I'm an old man, and you like are kind of wise, but you're not like a old fart who can't do anything. It's just before your bones start turning broken from being old, and then it's also just after you're brain dead from being a baby child.
Yeah, that's true. I would say, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I used to be like, oh yeah, like 21 or 25, but you're right, and that's completely valid.
30 or like 33 or something, like something in the middle.
Yeah. And it's
anywhere
like,
in the 30s.
It's right before you're like
before 36, basically.
What clothing fads did you love as a kid?
What clothing fads?
Yeah, like popular.
When I put them on my body. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I loved it when I used to put shoes on. I don't know.
What is one childhood superstition or fear that you've never told anyone?
I've told people this before, but I have an irrational fear of going down escalators.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is the most terrifying thing one man can experience, or any human. I'm not gonna gender it.
What's the weirdest scar you have, and how did you get it?
What's the weirdest scar I have?
Yeah.
Well, there's this really cool, like, lightning-shaped bolt on my head. It's from when my entire family was murdered, and this weird, like, bald creature man walked in with a wand and tried to kill me, but my mom said, no, don't kill him. And then he shot a bolt of energy at me, but I survived, and he turned into a weird pile of ash.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool, and then I went to, like, this really cool school, and like, I just learned magic. And
that's pretty dope.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I can imagine.
One more?
Yeah.
Be it. This has got to be the best one.
Oh, if you were forced to open a bar, what would you name it? I don't know why you would be forced, but...
If I was forced to open a bar at gunpoint, I have to open a bar right now.
Or else. What would you name it?
Safe room.
Nice. Now someone's going to steal that idea.
I'm sure it's already out there.
Okay, well, now someone is going to steal that idea.
I just think it sounds like a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Like that's where the crooks come with their stolen goods. Like, this is the safe room. Or like that's where the safe room.
You're condoning bad behavior.
Okay, whatever. Question segment's over, dude.
I'm joking.
You know what? Question segment's over because of you.
Oh.
So that was question segment. It was very good and very enlightening.
And that was definitely from real people.
Yeah, those are all questions we got. That was not. I looked up a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't look up questions to ask to first people. So if you want to send in some questions, we can answer it next time on the podcast. which I'm pretty sure we're gonna do one for after every Resident Evil video is released, and then after every, I guess, what do you call them? Video essays, I guess. In between every video, I'm gonna try to make a podcast. That way, it's like there's a buffer. People have something to watch between each one because they take a long time. But that's it. That's the question segment over. Back to normal.
Bye.
Oh, you know what we can talk about?
What?
Battle for Bikini Bottom,
yes,
bro.
Dude.
What?
Do you like this is kind of like the same subject, but do you remember that DS game? I think it was where you can play like
all the different Nick characters. What are they called? Like Nick Rumble or something. Something,
like
dumb.
You play like Danny Phantom and SpongeBob and
like, Invader Zim, and like they all have to work together to like do some kind of boss. They had to fight
like an obstacle course or something. I don't know.
No, there was multiple. There was one that was a racing game. There was one that was like an adventure game.
Yeah, I think depending on the character you picked. No, I'm wrong.
They were two different games.
Oh.
One of them was in the arcade. That's where I remember that.
Oh well.
Let me look it up. Nicktoons Unite, is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Or Volcano Island.
Let me see.
There's 3 of them that I saw. Nickelodeon Unite, Nick Blast, Volcano Island. Yeah, it's a fighting game or something. And you can play as Timmy Turner.
Oh. Yeah, I used to.
Timothy Turner. Well, you don't like him?
I used to hate Jimmy Neutron. And I still do.
I don't think anyone likes Jimmy Neutron. If you like, okay, I'm gonna put my foot down here. If you like Jimmy Neutron, you are an alien. You're not a human. You are not from this earth.
Blast.
You got a blast. Back to Jupiter. Go home.
That's racist.
That's not racist. That's xenophobic.
That's racist.
I don't want him on my planet no more. If you like Jimmy Neutron.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You're so mad.
I'm serious. This is real talk. The podcast is not happening anymore unless Jimmy Neutron is disliked by everyone on this planet. So that's our like goal for today, guys. 0 likes for Jimmy Neutron. I mean, that's the thing.
Like if you hate Jimmy
Neutron?
Like if you hate Jimmy Neutron.
You ever get that feeling where it's like...
One like
you have an irrational hatred or something?
Yeah, I hate
or like, I hate Jimmy Neutron. Well, I used to hate him. I don't really care anymore.
No.
Like, something about especially the animation.
Ugh.
Like, it looked like it was an unfinished show. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and like the way everything looked.
It looked like
even the
animation. Not to diss the people who worked so hard on it, but it made me feel gross.
Like, yeah, and like even the things in the show, like, ooh, the purple flurp. It's like, I don't want a purple flurp.
But what was the guy's name? The book guy. Smart dude.
Who?
There was like a
Jimmy Neutron?
No. There was that a different show with the guy in the library where he's like the book guy.
The book guy. What show did you watch?
Fubba Wibba something.
Fubba Wubba.
Yeah.
That's a different show.
That's a different show,
Fubba
right?
Wubba Dubba Dubba.
Yeah, I thought that he
was
the
weird guy who looks like a piece of bread or something.
He's
like a worm that looks like a piece of bread.
He looks like the Jimmy Neutron character.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he is not.
That would have made the show good if that was.
No, but
there
yeah,
was
like
stuff like that on there though.
That's another thing. Like I had that problem with Avatar, where it's just like I just didn't like the show because I just assumed it was dumb. Because like
you did that with, Pokemon too.
I still don't like really care for Pokemon. Not that I hate it. It just like it doesn't interest me personally.
Yeah.
I can see why people like it. Whereas when I was younger, it's like this is stupid because I think it's stupid. I think a lot of kids do that though.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like something, it must be the most stupid thing ever.
Mhm.
But I mean, the thing is, it's so weird because there's so many shows that I remember disliking so much, but then there's so many shows now that I remember loving, and then they're not that good. Like Mr. Meaty. Do you remember Mr. Meaty?
Yeah,
I used to love that show, and now it's like this is
like
disgusting.
That was the one show that you loved that I literally.
I don't know why I liked it so much. And you know, like remember Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
God, that show is so weird.
It's really weird.
It's like the most uncomfortable show you could watch.
Yeah, but I didn't have a problem watching it when I was younger.
It's like the one show that ever existed that I could honestly say like, yo, what drugs were these guys on when they made this?
Yeah.
Because like you hear that a lot, where it's like, what drugs were they on when they made this show? And it's like, you can just stop.
Why did you sound like
now.
Muscle Man?
Bro, regular show? That's a good show.
It is. It's great.
You know what's? I feel like I kind of like lost. I lost track of it a little bit near the middle. It was a really interesting show, and I thought the stories were pretty fun, but I feel like it lost a little bit because It's such a weird thing when shows are non-sequential like that, like episodic instead of you could watch one to the next and it makes a difference. Maybe it's just because I'm older now, so I enjoy watching a show like that.
Right.
But it's weird how many shows didn't do that. Like if you think like SpongeBob, every episode is its own encapsulated little story. Like you don't need to watch one to see the others.
Exactly.
Like they'll have references on occasion to like older episodes.
Yeah, but you don't need to watch every episode in order to understand.
Or like The Simpsons, you could just watch season 15, episode 545, and you'll be like, okay, cool.
Regular show, it was a little bit more.
Well, yeah, in a way, there were some plot lines that did.
Like I would say, Adventure Time is the same way, kind of where it doesn't really have any like consequence if you don't watch every episode in order. But
in season 1 and 2, yes. But I think when they got a little bit further in, they're like, okay, let's start telling a story.
Had, like a story, yeah.
Like remember, there was a whole season where Finn had no arm, and every episode was him trying to find a different replacement for his arm.
Yeah.
Until he just got like a robot arm or whatever.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, whoops! That show was like 10 years old. Oh, whoops! Dumbledore dies. Whoops.
Hey, that's actually a spoiler, dude.
From like 12 years ago. That's older than Avatar, dude.
What has Markiplier been up to?
Really
actually, you know what? That's a good segue. Speaking of Markiplier, did you see that Jacksepticeye is making a coffee company called Top of the Morning, and it looks great. Like, I don't like coffee, but
I like coffee.
I would definitely.
The thing is, that's how I know I'm getting old. Is that I love drinking coffee in the morning. Not that I need it. But it's like I enjoy.
It's just fun.
I prefer breakfast with coffee to breakfast with like milk or something. Like it's just something I need to do now. Cause it's like it's like if I skipped it, it would be whatever. But I would be sad about it. I wouldn't be like, I don't talk to him until I have my morning coffee. But it's like I'd like to have coffee.
I hate people like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I can't talk to you anymore because I love coffee so much, dude.
Imagine not being able to speak whatsoever unless you drink coffee.
Your mouth is just on mute and your ears are they close on each other.
Imagine that. Like, imagine if your body just didn't work properly. Oh, wait.
Imagine being that addicted to caffeine that you can't exist in this reality until the blackened liquid hits your mouth.
That was a weird way of saying drinking coffee.
Yeah. So, YouTube guy making coffee.
Yeah, I'm actually, that's like,
you know what's weird to me though is like, it's not, if you really think about it, it's not his coffee.
Well, no,
it's just his brand. He's just his face on the coffee.
Well, it's not his face on the coffee.
It's his eyeball on the. It's whatever. It's his idea.
On the coffee. It actually doesn't have anything to do with
It's his of the morning. It's his Irish coffee.
It's just about the dude. What's
Which
his name?
Is weird,
Sean?
right? Sean Evans from Hot Ones.
No, Sean.
That's another YouTube guy.
Sean Irish.
What would you do if we got invited to Hot Ones?
That would be dope. Imagine if we got invited to Hot Ones and our faces were replaced with, like, radios.
That'd be kind of cool. No, I think
if we haven't revealed our faces before.
If we got the Hot Ones, we'd already have our faces out there, bro.
Yeah.
What would you do if we got on Hot Ones instead of somebody else? Like, we were gonna invite,
Markiplier.
Gwen Stefani, but she was busy, so, or like we got her, and we were like, well, we got topic change instead, so let's boot her to next week. How would you feel about that?
That would be nuts.
That would be kind of wild.
I don't know.
I think Sean Evans would probably be like, oh my god, guys, it's topic change. They're here on the show. I don't know why he's talking like this.
I don't know, but that would be fun.
The last dab. You gotta put a little bit extra on your wing. What would you do if we put we just opened the bottle?
Mm-hmm.
And
I want to try cauliflower wings.
Me too. We should say, can we have cauliflower wings instead?
We should.
When we get on Hot Ones,
because
we should do that. Yes, definitely. We're getting on Hot Ones pretty soon. Yeah. I would say. So, I think that's a really good idea. We should definitely ask for cauliflower wings instead of chicken wings because those actually sound like they are bomb. Like that's the one thing. Sometimes vegetarian or like vegan alternatives sound a little gross, but cauliflower wings don't sound like they hit. Yeah. Like, and they probably hit hard too. It's like damn, bro.
Yeah, I like cauliflower so.
Cauliflower is not bad. I think broccoli and cauliflower get a bad rap sometimes. Because the thing is, they get a bad rap.
We've talked about this before.
Really?
Yeah.
No way, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we've literally talked about vegetables before.
Okay, fine, whatever. You want to just end the podcast now? So yeah, I think that's pretty good for our return episode.
We've done a lot of comebacks, haven't we?
Well, those were before episode 10. This is episode 10, so.
This is episode 10?
Yes, dude.
Wow.
It's a very special episode because we came back for it.
Oh, okay.
This is the comeback episode.
Why did I think we already did episode 10?
Because we did do episode 10. It was terrible and we scrapped it.
Well.
That was like 4 months ago.
Here's episode 10 again.
Here's episode 10. Try number 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. If you liked our content, don't come back because we're never doing it again.
Don't say that.
Please come back, please.
We're begging you. Please, for the love of God, or whatever you believe in.
And the love of whatever religion or non-religion you have faith in. Please come back. Please. Like it, you know what? Like and share the video even if you hated it. Be like, bro,
I hate this video so much you have to see it.
You have to see it because it's so bad. That's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
That's how we get them, guys.
Yeah.
That's how we get them. Listen, this is a secret for only the subscribers to hear. Let everybody know we're bad so that they'll come and watch.
Say we did something, say we're canceled.
We're canceled, then people will come see, and then there's nothing to cancel us for.
Topic changes over party.
Dude, what if we really just
Curtis Connor did?
What if we really just put our own hashtag topic changes over party and we'd get like 50 more subscribers just from people being like, what is this?
We should and we should tweet an apology.
Yeah, guys, we're so sorry that we didn't post a video last month. There you go. We got canceled because we didn't post constantly. Anyways.
We're leaving now.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at ThisIsTheRealTC. We never tweet.
Because we don't have a reason to yet.
Yeah, if we get 5 subscribers on Twitter, we'll tweet funny memes, dude.
For sure.
We'll just repost memes. You know like the thing they do on TikTok? Where someone like takes a photo of a Twitter post? And they do like, no, or whatever. Or like the volume on this bus. Like, I hate that.
Okay.
We should just, we should tweet and just say like, no, pause. No, and then just like post it on TikTok, bro.
That's, oh my god, genius. I don't even watch TikTok, but I've seen those before, and it's worse than Instagram stealing tweets.
One day we'll see a Twitter post of an Instagram post of a TikTok of somebody green screen in front of a Twitter post saying no.
That's too much Inception.
So what were we saying? Yeah, This is the Real TC for Twitter. We'll post something. We're actually working on a new YouTube channel icon. So when we're done with that, maybe we'll post a work in progress on there.
Maybe. I'm already like halfway done with it.
Well, you're halfway done. That's a work in progress. Post it up.
I'm actually almost pretty much completely done with it.
Well, post the version that you have.
Coloring it in.
Well, then post the version that you have.
I'm already done with it actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then post the finished version. So okay. we'll post stuff on there, sort of, whenever. It's not really a big deal. Whatever. If you want to email us, to send us any questions, you could either. What was I saying? I just lost my train of thought.
Emailing
us. If you have any questions, you could either comment down below in the YouTube comment section.
If you have any business
inquiries, we have OFFCIALTC. Official was taken. We did our best at yahoo.com. The official is taken. We did our best. That's not part of the email.
Yeah, no, that's
thing. It's not. It's just OFFCIALTC at yahoo.com. Very professional over there.
Yeah.
Markiplier, if you're listening, we are open. The guest list is open
for you.
We have lots of time. Keemstar, if you're listening, the guest list is closed for you. Okay. Leafy, if you're listening, you can make fun of us. We will be happy about that. So that's it.
The guest list is open for pretty much Markiplier only, but if anybody else wants to come around, we're not opposed to it.
Unless if you for a small fee, we would open the guest list for somebody else.
Yeah. Small fee as in like $400.
Yeah, or like, your firstborn or something, Yeah. We don't, it
depends.
Any type of currency is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, we're open to ideas. So
especially Markiplier.
Especially, he gets in, we'll pay him.
Yeah.
No, we won't. We'll redact that. Don't even talk about it, okay? Yeah. So next time, we'll definitely have Markiplier on.
Yeah. Next episode
will be episode 11. Markiplier is in this episode, is what the name of the video will be.
Yeah.
And it'll be true that he'll be in there.
Yeah, because
it will be true that he'll be in there because we are doing affirmation. What is it called?
manifestation.
We're manifesting Markiplier in our house. His arm is already here. The rest of him's on his way. The ghost of him is coming.
The pink mustache is actually here right now.
Yeah. Oh God, it's crawling up the wall. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done now.